Hello, we are doing checkpoint 1.11 from section 1.2. Here they're asking us to find the domain and range of the function. Well, we'll start with the domain. And for us to get the domain, what we need to do is we need to look out for things like square roots and fractions. And if we have a fraction, we just want to make sure that the denominator is not equal to 0. So we're just going to look at the denominator, focus on that, 2x minus 1, and say that cannot be equal to 0. All right. Well, we'll just solve for this. We'll bring the 1 over, it becomes positive, and we'll divide by 2. So x is equal to positive 1/2, except it's a not equal to. So it looks like we're going to be any real number except for 1/2. So your domain will be x, so that x is a real number such that x is not equal to 1/2. Okay, that's a pretty good way to describe that. Now the range. For the range, what we want to do is we want to figure out the different y values that we can get. And so we're going to start by writing this out as y equals to 5x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1. And what we want from here is we want to know what kind of y values can we have. Well, it's hard just by looking at it like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to solve for y, or solve for x, so that everything else is going to be a function of y. This is actually going to lead us to the idea of inverses, where we switch the x and the y roles. But for now, we'll not do the switch. We'll just solve for all the x values to see what kind of y values would pop up. All right, we'll do that by first multiplying by 2x minus 1 on both sides. So we'll have 2x minus 1 times y is equal to 5x plus 2. We'll distribute. And we'll notice that we want to solve for y, we want to solve for x. So we'll bring all the terms with an x together. And so I will subtract a 5x on both sides and add a y on both sides. So that will leave us with 2xy minus 5x, and this y will disappear and go on the other side. The 5x is gone, so we'll just have a positive y plus 2. Okay, now let's factor an x out. So x is going to be 2. X is gone, so that's a y minus 5 is equal to y plus 2. And then we'll continue to solve for x. That's y plus 2 divided by 2y minus 5. Okay. Now from here, we can ask ourselves, we can put in a bunch of values for x's except for 1/2. So provided that we do all that, what kind of values do we get to put in for y? Well, the same rules apply. We're going to want the denominator to not be equal to 0. So why don't we set this to not equal to 0, and then this will give us our range for the original function. Okay, again, we'll add 5 and divide by 2, so y will be not equal to 5 over 2, positive 5 over 2. All right, so that will be our range. So we just say range is going to be the set of y values that are real numbers except for when y is equal to 5 over 2. Okay. All right, that should be it. I hope that helps.